What was supposed to be the most glamorous celebrity wedding of the year has turned into an unprecedented scandal that has sent shockwaves through the Chinese entertainment industry. The lavish wedding ceremony of beloved celebrity couple Huang Zitao and Yiyang, which took place at an exclusive five-star venue in Shanghai, became the epicenter of a shocking incident that nobody saw coming. William Chan, known for his composed and gentlemanly demeanor both on and off screen, was witnessed in what insiders are calling the most explosive display of anger ever seen from the usually calm actor. But what could possibly have triggered such an uncharacteristic reaction from one of China's most respected leading men? The answer lies in a horrifying wardrobe disaster that befell his rumored close friend and frequent co-star, the beloved actress Zhao Lusi, whose stunning designer gown was completely ruined in what witnesses are describing as either the most unfortunate accident of the century or something far more sinister. The incident, which occurred during the reception dinner, has sparked intense debate across social media platforms, with millions of fans demanding answers and calling for accountability. Industry insiders who were present at the exclusive event have begun speaking out, revealing disturbing details about what really transpired during those chaotic moments that transformed a fairy tale celebration into an absolute catastrophe. Could this have been prevented? Was someone deliberately trying to sabotage Zhao Lusi's appearance at one of the year's most photographed events? And why did William Chan react with such unprecedented fury? The wedding itself was already being hailed as the event of the season, with an estimated guest list of over 300 of China's most influential celebrities, business moguls, and entertainment industry powerhouses. Huang Zitao, the former EXO member turned successful solo artist and actor, had spared no expense in creating what he described as a dream wedding for his beautiful bride Yiyang. The venue was decorated with over 50,000 imported roses, crystal chandeliers worth millions, and an elaborate stage setup that rivaled major award shows. Security was tighter than ever, with guests required to surrender their phones during the ceremony to ensure privacy and prevent unauthorized photos from leaking to the press. Every detail had been meticulously planned over 18 months, from the custom-designed wedding cake that stood 12 feet tall to the exclusive champagne flown in from France specifically for the occasion. This was meant to be a celebration of love that would be remembered for all the right reasons, but instead, it has become the most talked-about controversy in recent entertainment history. The stunning arrivals and initial atmosphere of pure elegance as guests began arriving at the opulent venue around 4 in the afternoon, the atmosphere was nothing short of magical. Paparazzi and fans lined the streets outside, desperate for a glimpse of their favorite celebrities dressed in their finest attire. The red carpet arrival segment alone lasted nearly 3 hours as each guest made their grand entrance, with fashion critics already declaring it one of the most spectacular displays of haute couture ever witnessed at a Chinese celebrity wedding. Zhao Lusi arrived approximately 30 minutes after the scheduled start time, and her appearance immediately became the talk of the event among early arrivals. The actress, who has been on a meteoric rise in recent years thanks to her critically acclaimed performances in hit dramas, wore an absolutely breathtaking custom-made gown that industry experts estimated cost upwards of $200,000. The dress, designed by an internationally renowned fashion house, featured intricate hand-embroidered details with over 10,000 Swarovski crystals individually sewn onto the silk fabric. The pale champagne color complemented Zhao Lusi's complexion perfectly, and the elegant off-shoulder design showcased her graceful silhouette, while maintaining an air of sophisticated modesty appropriate for a wedding celebration. Her styling team had spent over 6 hours perfecting her look, from her elegantly upswept hair adorned with delicate pearl accessories to her subtle yet flawless makeup that enhanced her natural beauty. Fashion bloggers who managed to catch glimpses of her arrival immediately began posting commentary, with many declaring her the best-dressed guest of the evening. The gown's train extended nearly 6 feet behind her, creating a dramatic effect as she walked, and the bodice featured a unique corset design that had taken master craftsmen over 3 months to complete. William Chan arrived shortly after Zhao Lusi, looking dashing in a custom-tailored black tuxedo with subtle silver accents that caught the light as he moved. Observers noted that he seemed to be in excellent spirits, smiling warmly at other guests and stopping briefly to exchange pleasantries with fellow actors and industry colleagues. Sources close to the actor revealed that he had been looking forward to the wedding for weeks, having developed a close friendship with Huang Zitao during their time working together on various projects and industry events. Chan's reputation as one of the most professional and courteous individuals in the entertainment business made his later outburst all the more shocking to those who witnessed it. He was seen chatting animatedly with several guests during the cocktail hour, appearing completely relaxed and enjoying the celebratory atmosphere that surrounded the momentous occasion. The picture-perfect ceremony that preceded the catastrophe, the actual wedding ceremony, began promptly at 6 in the evening and was an absolutely stunning display of romance and elegance. Yiyang appeared at the end of a flower-lined aisle wearing a magnificent white wedding gown that had reportedly taken 8 months to create, featuring a cathedral-length veil and a bodice adorned with precious gemstones. The emotional ceremony included personal vows written by both Huang Zitao and Yiyang, which left many guests reaching for tissues as the couple declared their eternal love for one another. The groom's voice cracked with emotion as he promised to cherish his bride for the rest of his life, while Yiyang's eyes glistened with tears of joy as she gazed adoringly at her new husband. Traditional elements were beautifully incorporated alongside modern touches, creating a ceremony that honored cultural heritage while celebrating the couple's contemporary love story. Guests were treated to live performances by some of China's most celebrated musicians, and the atmosphere was one of pure joy and celebration. Zhao Lusi was seen dabbing at her eyes with a delicate handkerchief during the particularly moving moments of the ceremony, clearly touched by the genuine love displayed between the newlyweds. William Chan stood among the other guests, watching the proceedings with a warm smile, completely unaware of the chaos that would erupt just hours later. The ceremony concluded with the couple's first kiss as husband and wife, which was met with thunderous applause and cheers from the assembled guests. As flower petals rained down from above in a carefully choreographed moment, everyone present seemed convinced that this would indeed be a wedding remembered for its beauty and romance. How wrong they all were. Following the ceremony, guests were ushered into an adjacent grand ballroom that had been transformed into what can only be described as a palace fit for royalty. The reception space featured soaring ceilings with elaborate light installations that created an ethereal ambience, and each of the 30 round tables was decorated with towering floral centerpieces that cost more than most people's annual salary. The china and glassware had been specially commissioned for the event, each piece bearing the couple's initials intertwined in an elegant design. A team of over 50 servers stood ready to provide impeccable service throughout the evening, and the menu had been curated by 3 Michelin-starred chefs flown in specifically for the occasion. Everything seemed absolutely perfect as guests found their assigned seats and began to settle in for what promised to be an unforgettable evening of celebration. The fateful seating arrangement that set the stage for disaster. According to multiple sources who were present at the reception, the seating arrangement placed Zhao Lusi at a prominent table near the front of the room, befitting her status as one of the industry's rising stars and a close friend of the bride. Her table included several other high-profile actresses and actors, creating what event planners had envisioned as a gathering of some of the entertainment world's brightest talents. William Chan was seated 2 tables away, positioned with several senior industry executives and veteran actors. The seating had been carefully planned to facilitate networking and ensure that guests would have engaging dinner companions, but no one could have anticipated how these arrangements would play into the evening's tragic turn of events. Zhao Lusi's management team, consisting of her agent and 2 assistants, were seated at a nearby table that offered a clear view of the actress. This proximity was intentional, allowing her team to remain close enough to assist with any needs that might arise during the lengthy reception, while still maintaining appropriate professional distance. The agent, whose identity has not been publicly confirmed, but whose sources say has worked with Zhao Lusi for the past 3 years, appeared to be in good spirits during the early portion of the reception. Witnesses report seeing the agent engaged in animated conversation with others at the table, enjoying the cocktails being served and appearing to be completely relaxed. Nobody suspected that this individual would soon be at the center of an incident that would dominate entertainment news headlines for weeks to come. The first course was served without incident around 7:30 in the evening, featuring an exquisite seafood appetizer that showcased the culinary team's exceptional skills. Guests were clearly impressed with the presentation and flavors, with many commenting on social media later about the exceptional quality of the cuisine. Zhao Lusi was photographed by several guests during this time, her radiant smile and flawless appearance drawing admiration from everyone around her. She appeared to be thoroughly enjoying herself, laughing at jokes shared by her tablemates and occasionally glancing toward the newlyweds' table with warm, affectionate expressions. Her stunning gown caught the light beautifully as she moved, the crystals creating a subtle sparkle that added to her already luminous presence. In these moments, captured in dozens of unofficial photos that would later flood social media, there was no indication whatsoever of the nightmare about to unfold. The horrifying moment everything changed forever. The incident occurred approximately 45 minutes into the reception, during the transition between the first and second courses. According to eyewitness accounts that have been corroborated by multiple sources, Zhao Lusi's agent had risen from their seat to briefly speak with another industry professional at a neighboring table. The agent was reportedly holding a plate containing what witnesses described as a rich, dark sauce-based dish, possibly the beef bourguignon that had been part of the evening's elaborate menu options. As the agent navigated through the relatively narrow space between tables,